Hi everyone and welcome to Equity Stories with Inderes. In this video we will cover Kjell Group as an investment together with their CEO Andreas Rylander. Welcome Andreas.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So to kick things off, could you start by briefly introduce Kjell Group?
Yeah, Kjell Group is a consumer electronics retailer based in the Nordics. We are focused on, like I said, consumer electronics, but more importantly, consumer electronics accessories, which means that we're not focused on the main product rather than the accessories. So rather the cables to the computer than the computer itself.
Yeah. So if we look at your markets a bit, what is like happening in your markets and what drive the needs for your products?
Yeah, so when it comes to consumer electronics, we operate in a fast-moving market. As you all know, technology today is moving quite fast. Looking back just 10 years, it happened tremendous amount of things, which means that the consumer today needs help to understand the technology. So for Kjell's part, we focus on helping consumer getting their consumer electronics work in the way it's supposed to be. So that's our main focus and the main driver in the market today.
Yeah, and you are established in Sweden and in Denmark and...
Yeah, so we have Kjell & Company, who is based in Sweden and Norway with e-commerce and 145 stores. And in Denmark, we have a separate brand which called AV Cables, which is an online-based company only.
Yeah, right. So how would you say, what's your view on the market growth? Is the market growing or is it stable or is it declining?
I would say when it comes to consumer electronics, the market is continuously updating because, as you all know, every year Apple launch a new iPhone or you have a new TV or new computers and stuff like that. So the market is continually changing. And it comes new players and some players left. So I would say the market is continuously changing. And looking at the economic drivers today, we see maybe a bit more cautious consumers. But when it comes to accessories, which are our main drivers, it's making the main product work. So it's a more need-based product. So we don't see maybe those big changes as you can see in the main market when it comes to TVs and computers and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it is a quite competitive market, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So what makes Kjell stand out in the market? Could you elaborate a bit on that?
Yeah, I think when it comes to consumer electronics, for an example, if you like to buy an iPhone, you will go and think about which kind of iPhone do I need, and then you go out and check out which players have the lowest price, because you know the phone, it's quite easy to buy. Yeah. But when it comes to the accessories, instead, you have a more of a, I would say, some kind of issue or some kind of need that you need to solve, and then the solution is more important. And the price on the solution, it's usually much cheaper than the product itself. So for our part, it means that we are less sensitive when it comes to prices in the accessory market than the main market. And you are more into the retailer itself and the knowledge need that we can provide rather than just the lowest price. So that's the thing that I think that Kjell really difference compared to the other players in the market.
Yeah. So on the flip side, what are your competitive disadvantages?
I would say, of course, it's a competitive landscape when it comes to consumer electronics, also in the accessories part. So if the customer really knows what they want, we have a lot of competitors out there, competitors like Amazon, which has a wide range and low price. So for those kind of customers, we're not that unique, but we, like I said before, we have the Danish brand called AV Cables, which are a more price-fighting brand. So we have already launched it in the Swedish market as a side brand to Kjell & Company, so we can compete to players that playing on low prices as well. So that's something we continue working on, and that's going to be important for us to stay competitive in the future, to have both brands competing in the same markets.
So if you would like end up losing market shares to competition in the coming years, what would you say have gone wrong?
I would say, since we're a retailer, and I have a strong belief when it comes to retailers, as a retailer, you always need to be relevant for your customers. And for us to have a main focus on being relevant, both when it comes to prices and the assortment. So if we lose market shares, I would say we're not relevant for our customers. So our main focus will always be to be as relevant as we can be for our customers, to have customers that truly loves us as a retailer. That's the most important thing for us.
Yeah. So let's talk a bit about your strategy. What does Kjell Group's strategy look like?
Yeah, like I said, it's important for us not to compete in the main market. We have had a choice, and to be honest, really create an own niche when it comes to the accessory part instead. And our main strategy is to helping people to get the most out of their technology today, because we truly love technology, and that's something that's important for us, to helping people to succeed with that. And I think also a very important part for us is to be helping people, which means that we have a setup with an omni-channel network where we can helping the customer both online and in physical stores. And it's important for us to be accessible to the customers with the physical footprint. So, and in that sense also, we have kind of small stores, so it's easy to meet help in the stores.
Yeah. So what would you say are the biggest challenges and risks you need to manage to be successful with your strategy?
I would say, as a retailer, of course, the inflation for the moment, it's so important for us to work with the cost base in the footprint, but also maybe the most important, to have people in the stores who are really good at technology, and to continue to recruit young talent to be able to have that impact to people when they come and visit us. That's really important for us.
Yeah. So what kind of strategy are you working with in terms of growth versus profitability? And how do you looking to create value for your shareholders?
Yeah, like I said before, our markets in Kjell is Norway and Sweden is our home base. So we have 110 stores in Sweden and only 30 in Norway. So of course, the expansion of the Kjell brand will continue in Norway, where we see a big possibility in that market to the consumer. As well as the Danish brand AV Cables, we see a good possibility to coexist in the markets with both AV Cables and Kjell & Company. So we will continue to expand AV Cables as well. We recently just launched AV Cables into the Swedish market as well. So that's something we're looking forward to. But we also see a great possibility when it comes to the footprint of the stores. We see a great possibility to go even deeper into the business to business area as well, where we see already today a lot of customers in the business to business, but we see a great potential going forward to expand that business even more, because we have those small stores with a good availability of products. we can be really fast on delivery through all the country today.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Andreas, for joining us today.
Thank you so much.